Speaking of our ABCs, there is no denying that the sister speech has become quite a large part of my brain. A, and in our sister dictionary, A stands for acrylic. B is for beefy, which basically means big or like thick. You could describe a man as nice and beefed. A dinner or a meal was very, very big and beefy if it was a hearty meal. Even like a test at school, if it's a really, really large one, it's a beefy test. Is C, and C is for chic. Chic is a word that you guys have probably heard before, but me and my friends say it literally all the time, so I definitely wanted to include it in this video. And chic basically just means like really, really trendy. This new Sisters Apparel hoodie coming to sisters-apparel.com soon is very, very chic. My new Birkin bag that I just bought is super, super chic. Don't E, and E stands for escape room. F. F stands for one of our good friends, favorite sisters, and worst makeup mistakes, Flashback Mary. Now, if you do not know who Flashback Mary is, first of all, welcome to the sisterhood. It's nice to meet you. The next letter of the alphabet is G, and G stands for good and fresh. You guys have heard me say this so many times now, and it basically means exactly what you think it would be, good and fresh. Good and fresh is like anything positive, anything cute, anything funny, anything exciting. It's just really, really good and fresh. The next letter of the alphabet is H, and of course, H stands for Hi Sisters, which is the way that I start every single one of my YouTube videos. Important to note, it is hi and not hey, common mistake, but it is the perfect way to greet anybody, especially your fellow sisters that watch the videos. It's I, and I stands for if you'd like to follow me on our makeup journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles. My Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles, and the extra S after Charles. Next comes J, and J stands for James, my name, and also a coupon code that you should always try while makeup shopping because it always works and gets you money off your purchase on websites such as Morphe.com, Ofra, and Lily Lashes. Next comes K, and K is for Kitty Girl. Now you guys have definitely heard me say this several times on both Snapchat and Twitter. It is from an iconic RuPaul song, Hey Kitty Girl, and it is basically just an endearing term for your friends or your family or literally anybody. You just say, hey Kitty Girl. Next is L, and L is for love that, or can also be expanded to love that for you or love that for me. Basically, anytime something funny, positive, amazing happens, you just say, love that. This makeup look so far? Don't love that. L. Next in the alphabet comes the letter M, and M stands for Morphe, one of my favorite makeup brands of all time. If you've made it this far into my channel and you don't know who Morphe is, I'm a little bit concerned for you, but just in case, Morphe is the brand that I collaborated with on my first ever makeup product, the James Charles X Morphe palette, and I just love their team and love everything they stand for, and you can and should use code JAMES or J letter for 10% off all of their products. M is also N is for not with that attitude, which is by far one of my favorite sarcastic responses. Basically, anytime someone is doubting themselves or is putting out negative energy into the world, you just say back, not with that attitude, which basically means like if you continue thinking and acting in the way that you are currently, you're never going to get what you want. If you're like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get a boyfriend, not with that attitude, well, in my case, not with any attitude because it's just not working regardless, but point being, if someone's doubting themselves or doubting you, you tell them not with that attitude, and hopefully they change their thought process real quick. O stands for, oh my God, 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 oh my God. P stands for pressed pigment. Now, Q is for quaking, which is similar to shaking, but not the same thing as shaking because you use it when you, somebody, or something else is shook, but it's always sarcastic. Does that make any sense at all? No. R is for real one. If you're describing a person, a real one is someone that's always there for you, that's really honest, that's nice, that's always down for a good time, you know, just a real one. For a real one, however, is an extension on that phrase that we say all the time, and it's always following a verb. For example, twerk it for a real one, or blending your shadow for a real one. We don't really know what it means or why we say it, but we say it for a real one, and it's fun. S is for, you guessed it, sister. All of you guys are all sisters. I am the queen's sister. We're all sisters. This is the sister speech. And if you don't know what sister is at this point, you should probably just, sister, stop watching this video. T stands for the house. Now this is by far one of my favorite things to say right now. Me and my friends are all obsessed. I heard about it from another YouTuber named Rich Lux. Basically, anytime something is very something else, you can say it is the house. That was the worst explanation ever. Oh my gosh, it is very, very cold outside. It's called the house. Ew, that outfit is so ugly. That outfit is ugly, the house. Well, this makeup look actually turned out pretty good. This makeup look is good, the house. The house is the new best way to put emphasis on anything. The next letter of the alphabet is U, and U is for unleash. Unleash your inner artist. V is for venti pinkety drinkety with light ice. That is the drink that I order from Starbucks every single morning. It wakes me up, it keeps me energized throughout my work and my meetings. It is a drink that used to be on the Starbucks secret menu, but thanks to me and all of you sisters being obsessed with it, it is literally now on the permanent menu, and everybody gets it all the time. It is literally the best drink in the entire world, and Starbucks, please sister sponsor me. W is for womp womp womp. Womp womp womp. Hey yeah yeah. Hey yeah yeah. Unfortunately, I could not come up with anything for the letter X because in order to have an X, you have to have a boyfriend first. Y is for you're kidding, which you use when you simply cannot believe what you're hearing. You have to say it that way though. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. Last but finally not least, we have Z, which is for Z, also known as sleep, which is something that I do not get a lot of because I spend all of my time planning mediocre jokes for videos like these.